Hey everybody, Ironman level expert here, and I'm coming at y'all with another episode 2, dose. That's pretty much it. So this is interesting. I actually didn't know. I'm reading up on Ironman Mark 2 was originally in Tales of Suspense issue number 40 was the first appearance. And it actually wasn't. Um, well, that's where it's a little confusing. It was gunmetal gray, right? But Stark also created a gold colored version of it, which obviously had more improvements. You could fold it, put in his briefcase, which is this is where the comics start to really differentiate themselves, not necessarily them differentiating, rather than the movies differentiated from the comics. You didn't really see a briefcase version of a suit until Mark V in the movie. And you don't see, obviously, this is where it's true to the movies. You don't see, and we won't talk about this until the next week, of course, but you don't see the original red and gold until Mark III, and we'll go more over that next time in the next episode. But that being said, the Mark II was just super interesting. I mean, it has some of the same attributes as the Mark I, but obviously it just completely overhauled everything, streamlining all the pieces of all the features and things like that. Like wow, this wow, that's interesting. Hmm. So many of you know kind of how the Mark armor, the Iron Man armors, how each armor is not necessarily a huge leap. It's just incremental improvements, or rather, huge feature improvements, rather than an entire system overhaul, and then just focuses on, those small improvements, which is pretty interesting. So, the Mark II armor looks like it actually incorporated motion sensing with negative feedback and sort of a force field generator. But everything else, I don't necessarily need to go too much over because if you watch the Mark I video, it's everything that but a step up. It's pretty much how the Iron Man armors moved forward. So that was pretty interesting. Let's see here. Wow, the comics really portrayed some crazy abilities in the Mark II armor. Magnets, so that you could create an electrical field generator and pull things or towards you, or push things away. Communication sensor array, loudspeaker, shortwave two-way radio, and recording equipment. All that packed into the armor. That's pretty interesting. You guys got to remember, this is in the 1960s, so this is really advanced technology, right? So that's pretty interesting, because obviously those are advances from the Mark I armor, which he made in a cave. So anyways, that's pretty interesting. That's going to cover it for today. I meant to upload a video last night. My apologies. I'm engaged, and all of you know that's very time consuming, planning for a wedding. And so that's something came up. My fiance dropped her phone. Anyways, stuff happens, and one thing that I don't want to do is portray this channel as if everything's just going to be golden, when in reality I'm a human being. So anywho, thank y'all for watching this 5-minute video. Follow me on Instagram, Ironman Level Expert, Twitter as well, Ironman Level Expert, and keep your eyes peeled for next week's video. I will do everything I can to get it out at least every Wednesday. But I will communicate if something comes up and I'm not able to. After I do get married, schedule should get more regular. And I'm actually pretty excited because content's going to become more defined and the videos are going to be more just better over time. I'm excited. I love Ironman and I'm learning so much about the character that I really care a lot about. And at this point, I would venture to say I've been a closet fan, and not an extreme outward fan. And I'm hoping that this channel will allow me to express that and just learn more. If y'all have any questions or comments, anything you would love to see, any questions you have about Iron Man, his armors, anything that any of the videos I talk about, Mark 1, Mark 2, 3, etc., all the way up. If y'all have any questions about comics, you want to get into Iron Man comics and you want to know kind of where to start, I'm happy to help. I don't know all of it, but I'm happy to start digging because the only way you know is just by doing it, right? Just starting. So y'all have a great evening. Thank you for your time. Peace.